Horizon Open, the one game mode that I barely ever actually open. Ironically, and go on to these. But for today's video, I thought I'd go ahead and try it out with some Wheelspin builds, because those were always really fun to do. Plus you get a random car that you don't know, and you get a random budget that you don't know what you're going to build the car for, pretty much. So that should be a lot more interesting. Welcome back, everyone. What's up? How's things? How are you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are doing alright. So, Wheelspin video for today, but I'm going to take the cars out in open racing or drifting. I don't know. I don't know what I want to build the cars for. You know, I'll do it for open racing. I'll do it for open racing, because then we can actually select whatever I want. And we'll see. So, regular Wheelspin. Let's send it. We'll do on-road racing. Let's see what it's like. Z4 as our build. Nice. And then we spin again. Yeah. And this will select the budget. Minimum 20k to change the budget of this thing. Whatever we get, I have to use. So 10k would get added on to my actual amount. And then now, whatever I get should get added on to that. If it goes up to... Oh. Okay. Now this is just the sale of this guy, because I know I already own this thing. So... Okay. Well, I now have an unlimited budget. I should probably do it again. I feel like some people have told me that I should just spin it again if I get an unlimited budget, because it's just not that fun. So just spin it again. I still have the 10k from the start. 175 is still technically unlimited. Let's go again. Come on. Okay, 50k. 50k to spend on building this thing into whatever I want. It's not really unlimited, but it is definitely enough, I think, for me to build it in a specific class, right? So, BMW Z4 already has an okay amount of power. It's in A class. Maybe build it for S1 or something. I don't know how this is going to work out for S1, but that's not too bad. It sounds so weird. Doesn't this have the B58 in it? Yeah, okay. Because that sounds like that's stock. Alright, game. Sure. Whatever you say. Alright, let's build this thing. Let's build the Z4 and then see what we can do with it. I don't know. I should probably keep the B58 in it. I should probably keep the standard engine. I don't like that grille. That's the only thing I don't really like about this thing. Do I keep it rear-wheel drive or do I go all-wheel drive? Obviously, all-wheel drive will make it heavier. But I think in S1... having an all-wheel drive would be kind of interesting. We can also engine swap this thing. So we have 50 grand to spend, so I can't really engine swap this thing to anything really that crazy. We can put the 4-liter V8, which is from the E92, 6.2 V8, or we can put the V10 in it as well. That's also 30 grand spent. I think I might keep this engine that's in it now, because I think we can probably do some cool things to it. That's not adjustable. This is adjustable, so we'll just add adjustable parts. Unfortunately for me, I have to add the disgusting Forza bits and pieces on it. Yes, I know, they're ugly, but I have to if I want this thing to be competitive. Right, anyway, 4 tires. I think I can still go with like fully slick tires on this thing as well, and I should be fine. I'm already at 30 grand right now. 3 15s we can go on the back. Interesting stuff. Why can this car get wider tires than the BMW M8? Because that's what I was driving before, and the M8 I think can only get like 295s. Why is it that this random BMW Roadster here can actually get more? I mean, I might as well just have these tires on. I think power-wise, I think we should be good with this car, bringing it all the way up into S1. This already has a 6-speed because I ended up swapping it. Okay. Better brakes. Oh, okay. Maybe the top of A-class, I guess. Maybe the top of A-class could be good for this guy. But then again, what is it built for? Because right now, I've added all these parts to it, right? Which is fine. But I don't actually have power. It's 5,000. Okay, let's just get rid of these brakes and put these ones on instead, I guess. I don't know. 4,990 spend. Oh, we're at what? 796. If we could just keep it like this. I just hope that we get a nice small track to race on. Sure, let's do that. No power increases whatsoever. Weird. Very weird build. Right, let's slap a little bit of a tune onto this thing. See what it's like then, I guess. Alright then. Very basic setup added onto it, but... Does it turn? It does turn in. Okay. It does turn in. It doesn't really have a lot of power, let's just say that, but... It does turn in quite nicely. Pull out of corners quickly. I guess so. It's very composed. That was probably the quickest build I've ever done. Ever in this game. I didn't really mess around or anything. I just sort of built it. Alright, you know what? I'm ready. I think I'm ready. Custom racing, road racing, A-class. Let's see. Let's see what it's like against other people. I think I might just be lacking power, to be honest with you. I think that's probably the only thing that I'm going to be struggling with. Okay. We got 2 circuits of the sprint. That could work. That could work. That could work. I was thinking maybe we could have gotten rid of our wide tires. I put like 295 or what is it, 315s on the back of this thing. Maybe the tires are probably the one thing that I could have spent the money somewhere else. Because they were expensive, right? Obviously the tire change that we put slick tires on it, that's fine, but giving it really wide tires, maybe we could have gotten rid of that. And instead of that, we could have made it so it had a little bit more power. Hey, finally, Jesus Christ. I actually know this circuit. This should be a nice... Oh, we got a bunch of BMWs. Oh. Alright, alright. Fellow M4s. Nice. We like those. Okay. I'm gonna get absolutely slaughtered. I'm the only car here that's not in maxed out A-class. I feel like I'm gonna be struggling here. So let's see. I even stretch my gears out so we can have like a nice mix of top end as well. It's so distracting having people in front of you, like sort of just skidding about all over the place. Incredibly, incredibly distracting. Oh my god. Well, I did not expect this thing to grip up like that. I just put in really, really tight. It's alright, I prefer being out at the back. This guy, the A7 or S7. I don't know why he did that. Okay. He like tried to brake check me, but the game was like, nah, mate. I think we'll catch these guys. I don't think these guys are very good at racing. Not only that, but I don't think their cars are very good. See what I mean? If I didn't crash like a moron, I'd actually probably be winning by now. But I crashed, because I'm dumb. I crashed because I'm dumb. Smart. Wait, how's that not slowing down? I was gonna say, what? He just straight up smashed into the wall. And he didn't get a penalty for it. Oh, bro, this guy sucks at driving, man. If I didn't crash, I would have won this race. That pisses me off because it's my fault as well. That actually annoys me so much because it's literally my fault that I finished third. I think I would have won that race. I had the best lap as well. Fuck all these guys. Oh man, god damn it. That would have been so good. That guy in the RS7 sucks. He's gone. That's very annoying. Oh man, is this the last race or is this the second one? If this is the second one, I'll say for the last one. Okay, I think this is the second one. Right, perfect. Because the first one was the sprint race, I know that. So the second one was the circuit, and so was the third one. We'll see what the last one is here. That clay was pretty quick as well. Yeah. I think if I was to change anything on this car right now, like I said, I probably would have made it so the tires aren't as wide because I don't need them to be. And given it more power. I think a little bit of power would have been perfect. Getting this to maybe around like 380, 390, maybe 400 horsepower. I think it's pretty much possible. Because it doesn't cost that much, I don't think. Because I think the width for both the front and the rear tires are about like 3.5 grand, I think it was, wasn't it? So it's about 7 grand that I can get rid of. And then use it to gain a little bit more power. So, ideally that's what I would have done differently. Also, I don't know if aero really helps going at that speed in this. I put it on anyway, because I was thinking we might be going into S1. But, yeah, I don't know if in A-Class it helps that much or as much as I think it does. But I put it on anyway, because, like I said, I thought we were going to go into S1. Or dip into S1 with our build. Lookout circuit, I know as well. Alright. This should be an interesting one. I feel like we're going to have a lot of crashes in this one. I feel like people are going to try to go faster than they think they can, and they're going to crash. We'll see. We'll see. Yes, I think I might struggle with speed though. Oh, is the Clio front-wheel drive? Props. Props to the Clio driver, though. Seriously. Props to the Clio driver for keeping that thing front-wheel drive. These dudes are having a battle up here. See, they're pulling away because they've got more power than I do. But I really don't have to slow down for these corners at all. Slight lift. It's perfect. It looks like it's a diesel, that Clio. Because of all the smoke that's coming out of the back of it. I was gonna say, did he just smash into that wall? Surely he should have a penalty, you know? Oh, what is this guy doing? I don't think he was paying attention. Hello, Cleo. Go on, mate. You're quicker than me. I have to give you a nudge here. You're slowing down too much for my liking. You overtook me. You overtook me, it means you need to drive faster. The battle on the front here was actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think the 8.6 was paying attention at that point there. What? I straight up hit the flag. Oh no, bro. Can we just not talk about this? I might just edit this car out, or this entire race out, so you guys don't see it. I might just, like, you know. I think we should move on. I think we should move on. I still had the fastest lap as well. Again, out of every single person in this lobby. And I still ended up not winning. I'm disappointed in myself. Disappointed in myself. I can't even fucking speak, boys. I'm leaving. Alright, let's do another build. Yeah, let's just ignore what happened there. Anyway, super wheel spin time. Let's let's go see what's happening. What build are we gonna get? Wow, it's a whole lot of nothing. Basically, it works the same way. If I get multiple cards, then I'll have to pick the card that's the farthest to the left. And then, of course, the rest of the spin will count as my budget. Again, trying not to make it so I have unlimited money. And 911 GT3 RS. With 6 grand to spend on it. I mean, the 6 grand we get to spin again, but the GT3 RS, mwah, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I already have, like, a bunch of these different ones. And they're fantastic to drive. I think this is going to be just as good. Alright. What's our budget going to be? I don't even remember what we had in the last spin. Should I just use the budget that's in this spin? I think I will. So we have, what, 55 and 25. That's 80 grand. Right? 70? 5? Yeah, 80 grand. Let's do it. Let's do 80 grand as our budget for this, because I can't remember what we had in the last one. A 911. Oh, yes. I'm so happy that we got 911 GT3 RS. So happy. Look at it. Look at it, look at it, look at it. I love it. I love it so much. Yes, 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 yes. I absolutely love the way the 911 drives in this game. It's a brilliant car. I just hope people don't build their cars for, like, anything ridiculous. And by that I mean I hope they don't build their cars for, like, or they don't use, like, really OP cars for when I'm racing with this thing. But I love this thing. It's an S1, of course. Let's start doing stuff to it. So, I want this car to grip up, which I think tires are going to be the very first step. 80 grand to spend on it just to bring it to the top of S1. Slick racing tires I think is going to make a huge difference in handling with this thing. I also think, I'm not going to make the tires wetter because I don't think it needs it. I also think, is the rear wing adjustable at all? Is it adjustable? Wait, actually, I'm not going to do that. I was going to look, see if it is adjustable, but I think at this point, we might actually need the counters in the front and everything. As for a swap, do I want to engine swap it or do anything to this thing? Probably not. We could twin turbo it to give it our rest of the power. No problem with that, then. Wait, what engine swaps do we have available for it? Ah, okay, so we pretty much have the Turbo S or the turbo setup for this thing. Let's have a look. Transmission. I mean, we need to buy a bunch of different things. If I want to keep this thing in the class that it's at now, I think it's a 7-speed this as well, so I'll keep it as a 7-speed. Diff, 100% need to buy the new diff so I can adjust it. Get clutch as well, changes gears even quicker. Drive shaft, I'll leave that alone. Suspension, is there, these ones adjustable already? Damn. It doesn't weigh much. If I do this. But do I just slap a bunch more power into it instead? If I keep it an A, I could just slap this thing with a bunch more power. Oh, it sounds so good with an aftermarket exhaust. But unfortunately for me, it's not gonna happen. What can I do to this car? I mean, we gave it more power. I could probably try and do at least a... Is there multiple stage weight reduction or is it just a 1? No, it's just a 1. Adding a cage maybe makes it a little bit better handling. It's 8.8 right now. Maybe. What else could we actually try and do with this car? There's nothing really else, is there? Probably change the wheels on it. Get it to have slightly lighter wheels. Maybe that'll help. Nah, surely not. Slightly wider wheels, maybe. I mean, we still have... Our budget is still so high up that I don't really have to worry about it at all. I think this could be it. Our handling is going up to 8.9 though, so it's pretty pretty decent for the top of S1. Only 35 grand to spend on it. There's nothing else that I can do. If I bring this thing into S2, it's gonna be completely different. It's gonna be a completely different box of frogs. And at that point, I don't think I'll be able to, I think I'll have to go into S2. Oh, we can also all-wheel drive swap this thing. Wait a second, boys. Wait a second. I can all-wheel drive swap this thing. But I can't give it more power. Oh, no. Okay, maybe tires then need to go. But if the tires go, can I now give it more power? Ooh, we can. Just slightly, though. Just slightly. Compromise tire width for our all-wheel drive. Which means our diff is gone now, so we have to buy a new diff. Transmission's also gone. Minus 7 speed again. Driveline. Okay, we can actually buy a bunch of different types of things now. Will this actually change anything? No, not really. Alright, I think I might leave it like this. There's nothing else I can really do to it. There's nothing else. It only adds a tiny bit of weight, but we added almost 100 extra horsepower to it as well. I mean, listen. I feel like it's not going to be bad to drive, but if people bring some sweaty cars to this thing, I think even the standard anniversary edition Viper would probably smoke this thing. So, I hope not. I hope people are a little bit more interesting with their builds, and they bring some interesting stuff in the race. Anyway, let me try and cook up something here, and then I'll be right back. Alright, I'm already in an event. Someone's using the Jag and the McLaren F1. I'm gonna get destroyed. Yeah, it's over for me. I'm not even gonna be close to anybody here. I feel like this could be good on like tighter tracks, but not on stuff like this. Oh man, because I don't actually get to play the races that I'm doing it on. It's over. It is literally over for me. Just driving against people using meta cars is just boring. Because you know you're not gonna win. There's no point of even trying. Like, these guys when we started off racing, all of them, like, I shot up ahead because I was all-wheel drive, but then they just, like, sort of pulled up and they were gone. They just left me. You know, there was, like, no point of me even, like, playing in that race anymore. Because, like I said, they were just gone. Alright, let's go. I actually wasn't even paying attention. What are we doing? Racing the city again, boys. Racing the city again. We're just smashing off of everything. We like to see that. Oh god. I want to be too fast there as well. Jesus. That M5 is all over the shop. This is definitely not one of my favorite races. Let's just say that. Racing through all the tunnels is very, very annoying. It sounds amazing because of all the sounds inside the tunnels, but oh, a little slidey action. And it's a little slow. I don't think all-wheel drive really helped it, to be honest with you, even though I made it mostly rear-wheel drive. Coming out of corners is pretty simple, I guess. Just not a big fan of this event. I don't know, front end now feels a bit heavy. I don't know if it's because of the all-wheel drive system or not, but it doesn't seem as responsive as I want it to be. Some 911s that I have built, the front end is just super light and very responsive. You know, obviously there's no weight on the front. Usually just sort of darts into corners. This one now, I think because of the all-wheel drive system, is what I'm thinking. It's just a little heavy. The BMW actually drove a little better than this. But yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the way this 911 drives. I don't think I built it. I mean, I built it so it has like, there's like no drama with it, right? Pretty much very similarly to the BMW. The only issue is, that was my fault. The only issue with it is that it just doesn't feel as fast now. Yeah, I knew I was gonna crash there. Now you can see what I mean. Like, I'm trying to turn into the corner and the front end just sort of is a bit heavy and just sort of lingers on a little bit before it actually starts to have a bit of grip. See, a little wide and then I slightly slow down. As soon as I accelerate as well, like, it just starts to understeer. I think this thing as a rear wheel drive would have probably been a lot better. Just control my throttle pretty much. And I think that would have been so much better than this. Yeah, that wasn't great. That really wasn't great. I think rear wheel drive would have been better on it. Not really a big fan of the way I set this up. Look how much slower I am. I'm like 3 seconds slower than the 2 sweats at the top of the leaderboard here. Yeah, it makes sense. I didn't build this thing properly, not for this track anyway. It's like a very weird mix, because when I was driving it before on that sprint race, it was like, it was gripping around the longer corners, but I just didn't have the power. And then now, in this, I'm like sort of gripping around all the corners, but I still don't really have as much grip as some of the other cars in this. I don't know, it just feels weird. I don't think this should have been all-wheel drive. But I changed it anyway because it would drop the class and it meant that I was able to just give myself more power. You know? So, that's why I ended up doing that. Let's do one more race with it, obviously. Because there's one more, I think, that we have available. Because these guys were definitely doing one more race. Or, these guys were doing one race before I got here, so. I think the last one here might be a sprint race, so I might end up very, very badly losing this one. I wish you could change your tune on the fly. I don't like this, like, you have one tune and that's it. Why does it look like I have so much toe on the rear? I don't. It's on 0. I don't have any. It looks like I have so much toe on the rear wheels. That's crazy. Alright. The Vulcan Sprint. Basically, this is the hill climb that I've done before many times in many different cars. Alright, we'll see. We'll see what this is like. I feel like all-wheel drive for the hill climbs would be kind of useful. What the fuck? Whoa, 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 whoa. How? Okay, did not expect that whatsoever. I just sort of accelerated after I turned and the thing just slipped from underneath me, the entire car. Come on, BMW. I need to get past these guys. I hate the way it puts me in the back as well. This guy picked the Viper because he thought it was going to be good at it. Look at how much more sharply the Viper turns in than my car. But this guy just can't drive. What are you doing? You were gonna miss the flag. If I didn't push him, he was gonna miss the flag fully. You're welcome for that one. Yeah, not the best of runs again. See, on the hill climb is actually not too bad. In the city, when it was like really, really tight corners, it wasn't great. But you can see what I mean by for the longer corners, it was actually not too bad when I was driving that first time. This guy finally got into the groove of his Viper. That should have won the entire thing. I don't know how he's so bad at driving it. The Viper is so OP. That car should have been in first place. Look at how sharply he turns in, man. That car is so stupid. He has so much grip, he just doesn't even need to slow down for corners. I hate when people use like OP cars in open racing, man. There's like no point. Like, you're gonna win anyway, you know? Like, what's the point? Yeah. What an average car I built. What an average car. Alright. 5th place for that. That was terrible. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, then, you know, the obvious. Do the obvious. Subscribe to the channel so you're kept up to date with all of the recent content. But, yeah, if you like this video, like it, comment, share, do whatever you guys would like to do. But that's it. Thank you for watching, everyone. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.